If you desire to have a much more fulfilling, enriched life for yourself, I want you to listen to me closely. If you could change just one thing, one habit, what would it be? If you change this habit, how would it enrich in your life? One thing that you need to do in order to make your life better, to maybe raise the standards for yourself or to change the trajectory of it, is to be aware of your mental paradigm. So, what is a paradigm? So, a paradigm is basically a mental program that is in your subconscious mind, and it's fixed. Okay, am I saying this right? It's a mental program and a multitude of ideas fixed in your subconscious mind that controls your habits and thinking. I believe that's correct. This is according to Bob Proctor. Now, in most cases, for all of us, our thinking is habitual. We're not even aware of what we're thinking about throughout the day. Think about when you drive your car. You don't think about where you put your hands and how you move the steering wheel and where your feet are going and stuff. It just comes naturally. You do it without even thinking about it. Again, it's just a sort of a habitual way, subconsciously, of just driving. Same thing is how we live our whole lives without even really fully being aware of what we're doing or why we're doing it. We just do it. It has been my experience that most of you, me included, have a lot of bad habits in our paradigms. So once I became aware of that, I started to change my paradigms. Once I started to change them, I noticed something very cool. I noticed that the more I changed them, the faster things were happening. At the beginning, for some things, I would change, something here and there, some new habits. I instilled some new habits, and I got some good results. But when I inserted a lot more habits, and I mean, this has to be a new way of being, then things started happening faster. But it has been my experience that you must first be aware of what you've been thinking. That way, you know what it is you need to change. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to be honest with yourself. What aspect of your life do you know, and you know for a fact, that if I changed this or added this or took this away, this would make my life better, easier, more fulfilling, more enriching? Do that thing. Make it a habit. Make it a habitual habit. Make it so it becomes a must do. Once that is embedded in there, then I want you to add to it. And then keep on adding to it until whatever it is you are desiring manifests right in front of your face. Now, I'll tell you, this is something else that's pretty cool that happens too, is you'll start to think, if I can do this for, I'm making this up, let's say for health, where else in my life can I do this for? And then all of a sudden, you become somebody completely different, somebody you don't even recognize. And maybe even your friends and your family don't even recognize you anymore. Then you become a whole different person, and now you start to live on purpose. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So anyway, this is what I help people to figure out. It's how to live on purpose, how to discover your mission for yourself, how to start to call yourself out so you know what you need to change. And in most cases, it's up here. In fact, it is all up here. It's really not physical at all. It's in your habitual ways of thinking. But in most cases, you're not even aware. That's where I come in. My job is to call these things out and to show you what I'm seeing and what the underlying tone is when you talk to me. And I help you to see this. So basically, I'm the conduit. I'm the mirror that shines it back to you. Because of this, people become much more authentic than they've ever been before. That is true freedom. Most people don't realize that, but when you are as authentic as you possibly can be, that is freedom. And that is worth a lot more than you can possibly imagine. Anyway, I feel like I'm going to go on a tangent. Anyway, the only thing you need to do is click the link below at Uriel Mesa or Uriel, ktslifecoaching.com. Click the link below. We'll set up a discovery session and I'll help to figure your stuff out. Okay? So anyway, there you go. Again, my name is Uriel Mesa and I'm with ktslifecoaching.com, and as always, it is a pleasure.